After days of trying to soothe her inconsolable baby, Michelle Yates decided to check her daughter's diaper, expecting a routine change. Instead, she was met with a shocking discovery that would change everything. Just as Michelle was about to start the laundry, a piercing cry echoed through their Liverpool home, halting her in her tracks. It was her 5-month-old daughter, Gabriela, who had just been put to sleep moments earlier. Exhaustion washed over Michelle as she sighed. Her little girl had been crying nonstop for days. The 29-year-old nurse recalled that the crying began 3 days prior, after she had deep cleaned the house and gone grocery shopping at the local Asda. That night, both she and her husband, Lee Yates, struggled to get any sleep as Gabriela's wails filled the air. When the crying continued throughout the day, the worried parents took their daughter to the hospital for a thorough checkup. Unfortunately, the doctor found no underlying health issues, attributing Gabriela's discomfort to typical teething pains. They were sent home with basic massage techniques and medication, reassured that the constant cries would eventually subside. Relieved by the doctor's assessment, the Yates family returned home, hopeful for a change in Gabriela's mood. They diligently administered the medication as prescribed, but as time passed, their hopes began to fade. The cries did not lessen. In fact, they seemed to intensify. The doctor's reassurances turned into seeds of doubt, leaving Michelle and Lee to wonder if there was something more serious causing their baby's distress. As their anxiety grew, they felt a desperate need to uncover the truth behind Gabriela's suffering. Little did the distraught parents know how this seed of doubt would lead them to unravel something utterly shocking and disturbing. Seeing their little Gabriela in constant pain sparked distant memories in Lee and Michelle. The couple, married just a year ago, was eager to start a new family. Everyone anticipated the significant transformation the new arrival would bring to their neighborhood in Liverpool. The wait soon ended when news of Michelle's pregnancy spread like wildfire. Friends and family visited Michelle and Lee, offering gifts and warm wishes for their upcoming addition. The young couple was overjoyed, envisioning a future with their little princess. However, their dream met an unforeseen problem a few weeks before Gabriela's birth. Just as Michelle was approaching the beginning of her final trimester, Gabriela was born prematurely. Her birth came as a surprise to Michelle and her husband, as she was not due for another 5 weeks. Although they were caught off guard by their baby's unexpected arrival, they were thrilled to welcome her into their arms. However, concerns about the health implications of her premature birth still lingered. Just as they suspected, the doctor informed them that the infant had a low immune system. After monitoring her for several days following her birth, the doctor sternly advised Michelle and Lee to be vigilant with their daughter's hygiene, warning that even a minor cold could harm her health. He added that they took her for regular checkups, emphasizing the need for the parents to take extra precautions during Gabriela's first 6 months. Looking at her, their poor daughter had been crying for days. Warning bells rang in the young parents' heads, especially Michelle's. Her instinct as a mother and nursery nurse told her that something else was troubling her daughter, something she feared she was overlooking. Gabrielle was only 5 months old, a month shorter than the benchmark the doctor had given them. This meant that she was still susceptible to certain illnesses, as the doctor had warned. Michelle was determined not to leave any stone unturned in her quest to monitor her baby's health and well-being. It was due to this factor that Gabriela's continuous crying scared her. While the young mother hoped that teething was the primary cause of her daughter's discomfort, she couldn't shake off the nagging feeling that there was an underlying issue she had to address. In just a few hours, Michelle would realize why her motherly instinct had been on overdrive all this time, as she would uncover something shocking about Gabriela that would leave her terrified. On a Monday morning, Michelle prepared Gabriela for another hospital visit. The young mother planned to take her daughter for a routine checkup and get a second opinion to ease her troubled mind. After a warm bath, Michelle was about to put a fresh diaper on Gabriela when she noticed something strange. A small brown spot stood out in the woolly fabric of the nappy. Michelle examined it closely, curious and confused about how it got there. Her baby girl had not worn it yet, so what was that stain and how did it get there? As she continued to examine the mysterious stain, she noticed other spots scattered across the nappy. Quickly, she called Lee's attention to it, asking if he knew what the brown spots could be. As they examined the strange substance, their minds raced with possibilities. When the truth finally dawned on them, it hit like a ton of bricks. Horror filled their eyes as they realized what they were about to put on their daughter. Tiny razor-sharp shards of rusted metal embedded in the soft fabric of Gabriela's diaper. The shards were scattered throughout, lodged in place by the cotton. Michelle desperately hoped this diaper was an isolated production error. Her heart sank further when she found more metal in another diaper from the same Pampers jumbo pack. Overwhelmed with dread, Michelle broke down in tears, imagining the implications of this horrifying discovery. With Gabriela's weak immune system, the exposure to rusty, unhygienic metal posed a serious risk. Michelle feared for her baby's safety and wondered how long Gabriela had been wearing these compromised diapers. A chilling realization struck her. The discomfort had started right after her grocery run, coinciding with the use of these diapers. Never could they have imagined that a trusted brand would jeopardize their child's health. In a panic, Michelle and Lee rushed Gabriela to A&E for a checkup. While they prayed for her safety, the doctor had warned about the risk of septicemia from unclean environments. Fortunately, Gabriela only sustained minor cuts, but Michelle anxiously awaited the doctor's assessment of any potential health implications. Fortunately, the doctor cleared the 5-month-old, reassuring her parents that she was not in danger of contracting any diseases. Michelle exhaled a huge sigh of relief at the news. However, as the storm passed, the young mother prepared for something more pressing. The couple contacted the manufacturer, Procter & Gamble, to make a complaint. Their daughter's awful ordeal left a sour taste in their mouths, so they pushed for the company to open an investigation to find out why metal shards were in the diapers they had bought. Michelle and Lee made this bold move not to get compensation but to seek transparency and accountability from the brand they trusted so much. In addition, the couple also contacted ASDA and Trading Standards to inform them of their findings. Michelle and Lee believed they owed it to the other parents out there. Any baby could be affected. Despite her apparent weakness, their beautiful daughter was lucky enough to scale through the incident. However, Michelle and Lee believed countless babies might not be so fortunate. As soon as news of the incident reached Pampers, a spokesman for the company responded by issuing a public apology, stating that an investigation was ongoing to get to the bottom of the case. Due to this investigation, the company refrained from making meaningful comments on the situation. This somewhat lukewarm response was different from what the young couple was expecting for something that threatened their baby's life. They assumed the parties concerned would act with the speed and sensitivity the situation demanded. Yet, even after offering an apology, Lee stated in a post online that Pampers had been in touch to ask for the production code of the damaged products without expressly acknowledging the complaint. Frustrated by the slow response from authorities, Michelle and Lee took to social media to raise awareness about the importance of vigilance in choosing products for children. They shared their harrowing experience on Reddit and Facebook, detailing the discovery of metal shards in their baby's diapers. Michelle expressed her horror, wondering how many other affected diapers they might have missed. Lee echoed her outrage, emphasizing the trust parents place in companies to ensure quality control, especially in intimate hygiene products. He described the metal's location near their daughter's intimate area and how the similar patterns on multiple diapers suggested a faulty manufacturing process. The couple chose not to open all the diapers, preserving potential evidence. Their post went viral, with over 23,000 shares in 36 hours, sparking widespread sympathy and shock. Online commenters condemned the incident, criticizing capitalism and the ease with which brands compromise consumer safety. Amidst the distressing cries of their daughter, Michelle and Lee Yates discovered that they were not alone in their plight. They encountered 2 other sets of parents whose babies had also suffered injuries from metal fragments found in Pampers nappies just the week before. The alarming frequency of these incidents prompted a call for accountability from Pampers. As news of the situation spread rapidly on social media, multiple news outlets rushed to cover the story. Michelle's passionate outcry captured headlines, drawing significant attention from parents and businesses in Liverpool. Suddenly, the Yates family found themselves in the spotlight, gaining notable popularity in their community. Friends and well-wishers flocked to their home, offering heartfelt support and sympathy, especially for baby Gabriela. The 5-month-old received an outpouring of gifts, reveling in the unexpected attention brought on by the unfortunate circumstances. Thankfully, Gabriela grew into a bright child, blissfully unaware of her earlier ordeal. After switching to a new batch of nappies, her mood transformed dramatically. The frequent crying ceased, indicating that the previous nappies had been the source of her discomfort. As time passed, the media frenzy began to wane. It remains unclear whether the Yates family and Pampers reached any private settlements, but their social media presence suggested they had moved on from the incident. Michelle's Facebook account was filled with joyful images of a happy and healthy Gabriela, showcasing their resilience. The family's decision to avoid prolonged legal battles with the brand illustrated their ability to heal and forgive. Ultimately, their focus remained on the well-being of their precious daughter, a testament to their strength and love. What a shocking story. What would you have done in Michelle's position? Have you ever experienced something similar with a brand? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with loved ones, and subscribe for updates. Thank you.